In the bustling city of Jericho, there lived a man named Zacchaeus. Now, Zacchaeus had a very important job. He was a chief tax collector. That meant he collected money from the people to give to the Romans. But here's the thing, Zacchaeus was not very honest. He took extra money from people and kept it for himself. Because of this, the people did not like him. One man said,
"That Zacchaeus is a cheat."
Another woman would grumble and say,
"He takes more than he should."
Zacchaeus knew people didn't like him, but he tried not to care. He had a big house, fancy clothes, and plenty of food. But deep inside, Zacchaeus felt empty. One day, something exciting happened. People started rushing into the streets. Children ran ahead, laughing and shouted, saying,
"Jesus is coming! Jesus is coming to Jericho!"
Zacchaeus' eyes widened.
Jesus? The one who heals the sick? The one who teaches about God's love? The one who eats with sinners?
Zacchaeus had to see Jesus. He quickly put on his best robe and hurried out the door. But when he got to the street, oh no, there were so many people. It was like a giant wall of shoulders, heads, and waving arms. Zacchaeus tried to push through.
"Excuse me? Coming through?"
He said, but nobody let him pass.
"Go away, Zacchaeus."
One man muttered.
"Why should we move for you?"
Another grumbled. Zacchaeus tried jumping to see over their heads, but he was too short.
"If only I were taller."
He groaned. Then Zacchaeus had an idea. He looked ahead and saw a big sycamore tree standing by the road.
"Yes, that's it."
He ran ahead, faster than he had ever run before, and climbed up into the branches.
Oof. Ow. Almost there.
He grunted as he pulled himself higher. Finally, he found a perfect spot where he could see everything.
Haha. Now I won't miss a thing.
Soon, Jesus and his disciples walked down the street. The crowd cheered and reached out to touch him. Mothers lifted their children. People waved. Zacchaeus held his breath.
There he is. He's really here.
Then something amazing happened. Jesus stopped right under the tree. He looked up. His eyes met Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus' heart started pounding. Then Jesus smiled.
"Zacchaeus,"
Jesus said,
"make haste and come down, for today I must stay at your house."
Zacchaeus almost fell out of the tree. Jesus knew his name. The crowd gasped. People began whispering.
"What?
A man cried.
Jesus is going to the house of Zacchaeus?"
Another woman muttered.
"But he's a sinner. Why would Jesus choose him?"
But Zacchaeus didn't listen to the crowd. His heart was filled with joy. He quickly climbed down and stood before Jesus.
"Yes, Lord. Please come to my home."
That evening, Jesus came to Zacchaeus' house. They sat at a table filled with bread, fruit, and roasted fish. The people outside still grumbled.
"How can Jesus sit with such a man?"
"Zacchaeus doesn't deserve this."
But as Zacchaeus listened to Jesus talk about love, forgiveness, and kindness, something changed in his heart. He felt warm inside, like a burden had been lifted. He stood up suddenly and declared,
"Lord, I have been selfish and greedy. I have taken from people unfairly, but no more."
He turned to the people outside.
"Listen, everyone. I will give half of my riches to the poor, and if I have cheated anyone, I will pay them back 4 times as much."
The crowd was shocked. Was this really Zacchaeus speaking? Jesus smiled and said,
"Today, salvation has come to this house, for Zacchaeus, too, is a son of Abraham. For the Son of Man has come to seek and to save that which was lost."
Zacchaeus was never the same again. He followed Jesus, not money. He gave instead of taking. And most of all, he finally felt happy inside, because Jesus had changed his heart. No one is too small or too lost for Jesus. He sees us, he knows us, and he loves us no matter what. When we open our hearts to Jesus, he can change us from the inside out, just like he did for Zacchaeus.
Here are some fun questions for kids. Make sure to leave your answers in the comments below. Why couldn't Zacchaeus see Jesus at first? What did Zacchaeus do so he could see Jesus? How did Zacchaeus change after meeting Jesus? What can we learn from this story?